please don't kill me. But so I'm talking to this person and I'm telling them I have this wonderful social media strategy called Helen, and she's like, oh really? Can I look at her Facebook? We are live. I suspect we are live. Maybe we are not. I don't know. Let us wait and see. Are we live?
Let me know when we are
Hold on. Are we live? Have you checked? We are live.
Are we live? Are we live?
Hello, welcome. We are live. We are live. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Ah, it's actually live. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's Helen and Hassan here again.
Yeah, as usual.
Yes, good to see you. So our topic for today is, what's our topic for today, Hassan?
We are going to be talking about sales funnels. Yeah.
Yes.
We want to help consultants out there to understand sales funnels, how to set up a perfect, streamlined sales funnels, so that you make the most out of it. You generate leads from it, and then, of course, eventually you get to make money from the sales funnel. So, what we want to do in this particular live is me and Helen and I, we are going to talk about what we practice in our own personal fields, dealing with our different clients, how we set up these funnels for them, but also what we've done here at Intelligent Performance with Coach Phil to make sure that we get the highest returns using the most amazing funnels.
Alright, now speaking about funnels, I'll just start with a very simple experience I had some time back. You know, I personally have my LinkedIn profile.
Yeah.
And I keep it very active and quite engaging. So that yes, because it's what I do to attract clients for myself. So there's one thing I noticed about. The page was very active. It was very active. I mean, it had a lot of engagement. I was giving out value. But there's one thing that was happening on that page. I was not getting people off the platform into my. I was not intentionally getting people off the platform into my back end, like
into your system,
into my system, so that I'm able to influence them
away from the social media platform.
Yes, and that is what is happening with most of us. Very many times we are very active on the various social media platforms, but we just leave the engagement there. We don't know how do we get the engagement off the platform into our back-end system. Now this is where all this funnel thing comes in from.
Yeah, like you know, you talk to very many you'd say entrepreneurs, people who want to go online, and then you're like, are you online? And they're like, yeah, I run my business online. You're like, so take me through what you do with your business online. Like, you know, I post on Facebook, like every day I post to us, and then I tell people about my product. I'm like, and then, like, I get engagement. In fact, I have a classic example. I was talking to and I suspect this person may be watching. So if it's you, please don't kill me. But so I'm talking to this person and I'm telling them I have this wonderful social media strategy called Helen, and she's like, oh really? Can I look at her Facebook? I'm like, fine, you check out the Facebook. And then so she goes to the Facebook page, and then she checks and she's like, but I see she doesn't have a lot of comments. And she doesn't have a lot of likes. You know, that's what other people who think they are doing online business, that's what they take to be important for their businesses, to get likes and comments on their posts on LinkedIn, on Facebook, Instagram. And immediately I remember that that's the biggest challenge they're having as online entrepreneurs, what I like to call digitalpreneurs. Yeah? And I immediately told her it's not about the likes or the comments. It's about how many people you convert off that platform. Okay? So before, you know, if you just focus on doing social media, yes, do your business on social media. But how often do you take away people from the social media platform and convert them to clients? That's what is important when it comes to running a successful online business. Yeah.
Yes. Now,
yeah.
So what are funnels? How would you explain what a funnel is in the simplest way possible for someone who is with us today?
Okay. Funnels is not really a new term. It's not really a new term. Funnels is something that comes from, if you've ever been in a marketing department or a sales department, you've heard about funnels.
True.
Yeah. So all the online business did was pick marketing models from the physical world,
yes,
and then they found a way of putting it online. So all we are doing is saying, okay, basically funnels is just a system that you take a potential client through.
More like a journey?
Yeah, it could be a journey. You could call it a journey. It's a journey you take your client through. It's a process. Yeah.
Okay. What happens? What happens if I see your post on Facebook? Okay. What happens? Do I go with something? I mean, what happens if I like what you post?
Then what follows next? Exactly. Then what follows on day 2? At
what point do you introduce something to me to actually buy from you? Okay.
Yeah, when do I make the offer? I mean, you look at it this way. Now, where we are right now, you have this thing that companies do. Like, let's give an example, like Pepsi. You'll see Pepsi, a truck of Pepsi passing through the city with girls dancing on with girls dancing on the Pepsi truck, and then people will follow that truck, and it will stop somewhere in a trading center. Yeah, and then once it stops in the trading center, then they will stop and start giving kids, people, and whatever free samples of maybe any product that Pepsi is released. I remember it, Mountain Dew. When they had just brought Mountain Dew, they did that. So they came with the truck, and then people followed the truck, and then they stopped at a town. And then when they stopped at the town, they started giving people free samples. And people would try the Mountain Dew and enjoy it, and then go and buy a full crate. So shop owners, retailers would then buy a crate to take to resell. Yeah? So that was a funnel in action. Attraction, then a lead magnet, and then the offer. That's the simplest way I can break it down for anyone who is watching. That's the simplest way I can break it down. So if you're looking at your funnel as a business person out there, think of it that way. What is your attraction process? And then what's your lead magnet? We shall break down what a lead magnet is, and then what value do you give within that period, and then what is your offer. Until the person buys that entire journey, that is your funnel.
Exactly. So as you're watching this, you should be thinking about the journey that you're actually taking your clients through. Very many times some of us, immediately you see us just selling to us straight out, when I'm thinking, oh my God, give me some time. Okay?
I don't know you.
Yes.
You can't sell to me.
So the other thing we're going to talk about is why is actually having all these funnel things important. Should you actually have a funnel for your business? Is this actually important?
Yeah, it is. I think one fundamental thing that funnels do is, one, they create authority.
Exactly.
They create authority for you, the business person or the consultant, the coach, trainer, whatever it is you are.
They position
you as the authority. Why? Because the funnel allows you to give people value. Exactly. Which is also another very important point. Yeah, it allows you to give people value before they ever get to buy your product or get to use your service. So that's quite key. And then the other thing is it builds trust.
Exactly, and you know that people buy from those that they trust. So they trust you.
Yeah, people buy from people they trust. Sure. Yeah, so I can't buy from a guy I don't know. I don't know his brand. I don't know if he's worth it.
Yes, and this works very well for if you are in the consulting space.
Especially the consulting space.
If you sell real products, maybe like a dress or watches and stuff like that, it's very easy for someone to buy from you. Why? Because they're already seeing the value they are going to get when they buy what you're selling. So it's very easy. It's very easy to sell what you sell. But if you are in the information space,
especially,
like we are, if you're in the consulting space, I mean, someone can't easily see the value you are providing, then you definitely need to have a funnel for them to have, for you to build trust over time with your clients.
Yeah, that's key. So those three points, especially trust and authority, that's very, very important. Right now, we are in a situation whereby there are so many consultants. Oh my God, there are so many consultants, and now we have a challenge in that right now we have fake gurus out there, people who read about something and then they want to share that information and sell it without having ever practiced or having ever gotten the winning strategies themselves. They just want to pump out information and get people to buy that information from them. So now customers and the market is beginning to get weird. So you really have to work hard to convince people that you've got this stuff. You know what you're talking about. You have the value, and you can ultimately give them the benefit that they are looking for.
Wonderful. So how does this whole funnel thing work? How do you put it together? What are the most important things we should be looking out to? This is what we're going to talk about shortly. What are the most important things that someone should be looking out for as they create their funnel? I mean, basically, what do you do? How do you put all these things together? I mean, you know, you can say it is a journey, it is a what, all those nice things, and then when you get back on your laptop or on your phone, you're like, okay, how do I put this entire journey together? I mean, how do I do this? How do I do this? So Hassan, just let us get started on how do we get started on building a funnel.
You know, I'm sure people are dying. You've given us the why, what a funnel is all about, and because of it here. But some people are just waiting for, okay, how do I do it? So let's get into it. Number one, first of all, everyone needs to know that now there are platforms that do these funnels much easily.
Sure.
There's
a lot of information on how to create funnels.
There's a lot of information. Now the fundamentals remain the same.
True.
Whichever platform you're using, whichever YouTuber you watched, the fundamentals remain the same. And key, very key, when you're building a funnel, remember it's a numbers game. That is why it's called a funnel. Why? Again, if you've been to a marketing department, you'll always find on their boards they have an inverted funnel. So they look at the numbers. So when you look at an inverted funnel, you'll find that up there it's wider and then it goes on narrowing. So you always have to think about it that way. So at the top where it's very wide is where you have attraction.
Like everyone is actually
everyone is coming in, and then other people keep falling off as you give value, as you do your marketing. When you sell, people are dropping off. So by the time someone buys your offer, a lot of people have fallen off.
Sure.
So you may find that out of 1,000 people who you reached, when you do great marketing, you may find you have a 20% or even a 10% purchase rate. So it's a numbers game. That means if you need 100 people buying, how many people do you reach?
That means that you also have to think about what are you actually using to attract people to your funnels, because like he's saying, it's a numbers game.
It's a numbers
How do you get everyone to actually come and want what you have to offer? So it should get you thinking, what is your offer? I mean, we've talked about this before. I think we talked about it last week. Right?
We shall go through it again.
We talked about it last week, about offers and stuff like that. So you need to have an offer because it is a numbers game. The more people you bring into your funnel, you're able to attract into your funnel. The higher the probability of you having people you will sell to.
Yes.
When you make the offer. Alright? Continue, Hassan.
And now, we have to make sure that we got the next point very fast before they make this mistake.
Yes.
Now, just because we've said it's a numbers game, it doesn't mean that you go for every Tom, Dick, Harry, Wakonya, and whoever who is so you need to we talked about niching last week.
Yes,
we talked about niching. So what's your target market? Yeah? What's your target market? Which people do you know that would benefit from your product? If you're selling, let us say publishing, for example. If you're selling publishing, you don't need to target plumbers. You get it? If someone is looking for pipes and then gets your ad, that's a wasted reach. So you have to make sure that you target and then reach the highest number possible of the right people.
Okay, wonderful.
You get that?
Yes.
Yeah. So not everyone is
set of people. Why? Because you didn't want to attract everybody, like I said, don't attract everybody. No, you just attract a certain part of the market, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I hope you are learning the different things you should start to think about when we talk about funnels, how to create funnels, everything around funnels. We already started talking about how
we're already
to create
there.
a funnel. So you should be taking down some notes on what you should be doing differently. All right. Continue, Hassan.
Yeah. So then the other thing, you keep saying it, but some people may not. You know, some people take long to pick up. Some people's RAM is.
Really? I didn't say that. I didn't plan that.
We have no script.
I didn't plan that.
So anyway, so you remember I mentioned something to do with the lead magnet.
Yes,
yeah?
True.
So you as a person who is reaching people out there, remember the example I gave about Pepsi when they are doing the Mountain Dew thing? The lead magnet at that time was a free bottle.
Okay, a lead magnet. You know, when you use some of that language, some people don't understand.
Yeah, we are going to break it down.
Magnet is.
Now,
yes.
In marketing you have something called a lead. This is a person who is a potential who may become a client in the future. Yeah? So, a magnet is something that attracts. Yeah, it attracts metals, it attracts those things. So when you put those two words together, a lead magnet is that thing that you are going to use to attract people into your funnel. You understand?
Yes.
So a lead magnet, now especially for consultants, a lead magnet could be a PDF, for example, a free PDF. Yeah? You've seen people who are doing free webinars of late. Now that's all over the place.
True.
Yeah? People are doing free webinars. That is their lead magnet. They need you to become a lead in their system. Yeah? So when you've seen these situations where you go and then you reach that what we call an opt-in page, and then they are telling you provide your email and whatever, and then we shall give you this free PDF. So that free PDF on that page, that free PDF is a lead magnet. They are using that to attract you, so that you give them your email address and name, so that they begin giving you value over a given period of time, and then after that they will give you their paid offer. Yeah, so that is a lead magnet in simpler terms.
Wonderful.
Yes. So you should always have a lead magnet. That without a lead magnet, it will be difficult for you to start your attraction process.
True. I mean, why would remember? One thing you should know about how our psychology, it's called psychology.
Psychology.
How the human psychology works is that we human beings, we are selfish. We are inherently selfish. Selfish people.
That's true.
That means that we think about ourselves first.
Yeah.
So every time you post something or you put out something, and I see, the very first thing I'll think about, okay, how does this thing actually benefit me? So if your lead, when you're trying to come up with your lead magnet, it should be in favor of the client.
Yeah, like we said, know who your target client is.
That means that you must have studied who your client is.
Yeah.
And what are their major pain points? I mean, what keeps them up at night? Because we all have something that keeps us up at night.
Yeah.
It may be in regards to your health or your children. I mean, whatever niche you are in, there is something that keeps your clients awake at night.
Yeah.
Whatever niche you're in. So you must look out for that thing and use and find and attach your solution to that particular problem. And then when you do that, just create a lead magnet out of that. Hassan has already shared that you could have a PDF.
Yeah.
If you could identify a certain problem within your niche, and then you just come up with solutions on how to solve that particular problem, and then you produce content on it, and then you package it very well.
Yeah.
As your lead magnet to get people into your
system or funnel.
Into your funnel.
Yeah.
Yes, because it always works. Once you always have on my LinkedIn, in my profile there's what I used to attract to grow my email list was I was teaching people how to write persuasively. I was teaching them the 7 steps to writing, to how to turn strangers into customers. That was my lead magnet that I used to get them. You know what? If you want to learn how to turn strangers into customers through just writing without actually speaking to them, come and get this PDF. And I got people to opt in to come and actually get the PDF. So you always have to think around your customer. What are their pain points? What do they want to do? And connect your product to it. So I hope by now you're coming up with various ways on how to do your lead magnet, because a lot has already been shared. A lot has already been shared around your lead magnet. And if you take this, it will position you as the expert in your industry. Why? Because people are looking for solutions.
Yeah, of course. People out there are looking for solutions. They are stuck. And if you've really done your homework and you've understood where they are stuck, then you could be the one person who has the solution to their problem. And once you give them that solution, they will now begin to follow your content whenever you release. So, and something funny is, the moment someone gets your, let's say, PDF or webinar, funny thing is they go check out your website, they go check out your YouTube, they want to understand, who is this person I'm following? Are they the right person? Yeah? So in the end, you end up becoming their authority on that particular subject.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's go now to the next thing. We've finished
what a lead magnet
a lead magnet is.
Why it is important.
Yeah.
How it works. And
we've talked about the numbers, we've talked about the targeting. Now the other thing is learn to automate. Yeah? You need a funnel is not a funnel if it's not automated. Honestly speaking.
Yeah.
If it's not automated, it's not a funnel. So you must have, once someone gives you their email, what happens? Automatically. You don't have, remember last week talked about people who are using Google Forms, and then after someone gives them the email, it takes 2 days for them to send the value. Yeah? So automate that process. Why? Like I said, there are platforms that do this automatically.
And they're actually free platforms.
Yeah, they are also free platforms.
You could actually start out with the free platforms already, and you could have your business automated. I mean, that's where I started out from.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually still there.
You're still
Yes, because it works. It works. So you have no excuse as to why everything we're actually talking about, we have actually tested it out.
This is what we are doing.
We've actually tested it out free.
Yeah.
That's we're imagining what if I was starting out totally from scratch.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of money to invest and stuff like that. There are platforms. There are platforms that have already been put in place that can actually help you start your business, automate it. I mean, have an email list and all those things, landing pages, all of them. You could actually have them for free. However much you won't have, you could actually have them for free. So you have no excuse as to why your business is actually not on autopilot.
Yeah.
Because everything you need is out there. And all those platforms are looking for people to actually be on them.
That's why they give it free.
Yes, they're looking for people to be on them. You'll be surprised. Yes.
Yeah, so I think what we shall do, I'll share links to some of those platforms in the comment section after this live. I'll share links. You can always come back and go check out some of those platforms. Sign up with a few, test it out, okay? But the key foundational principle is automate. Yeah? Automate, automate, automate. When someone signs up for, let us say a recorded masterclass, so you have a video that you're putting out there, the moment they sign up, it should automatically take them to the video. Or if you don't want to take them direct to the video, this is an advanced level. Okay, some people use what is called a double opt-in, yeah, whereby you have to go to the email to get the value. Yeah. So if that is your process, then let it be automatic that in the next 5 seconds it will be in their email, in their inbox. Yeah. So automate, automate, automate. Now, while we're talking about automation, I really want to emphasize the next point is remove friction. Friction, you know what I mean by friction?
I don't know what friction is.
Remove friction. You've seen instances where you sign up for maybe let's say a mini course. Yeah, you sign up for a mini course, and then after providing your email address and name, and then you have to go to the inbox, get the link. Then that link takes you to a page. That page has maybe your library. You go to click the category. The category opens the post. You click the post, and then you get the video.
Like the process is too long.
The process is too long, and in the end you lose people.
Okay.
In the process you lose people. So remove friction. Make it as smooth as possible. Yeah. When you go to let us say an opt-in page, there are these opt-in pages that have instead of having a form, they have a button which you click and then it brings up a pop-up form. Yeah. Sometimes that pop-up form takes 2 minutes to load. That's friction. That means the process is not smooth, and in that process you are losing people. Yeah.
That means that as you're coming up with your as you're coming up with your funnel.
Yeah.
Don't go in your house and you're there alone. I mean, look at what the rest of the world is doing, so that you avoid all this friction. Because I'm wondering, how would you have such a complicated system like the one Hassan has just described? There, you click here, you click there, you go there. I mean, as you come up with all your stuff, try to look at what the market, how the market is currently doing.
Yeah.
How other people within your space are actually doing what they are doing.
Yeah.
I mean, how seamless are they? What steps do they take you through before you actually get their value, so that you're not far away from what? Yeah,
from what is happening elsewhere.
Yes.
You know, like a recent example is, I will not name the platform. Remember when they had just created, one of the guys who left, I don't want to name platforms, but he goes and creates a new total platform, and then he starts marketing it out. Remember, and then we started testing it out.
Yes.
And it ended up becoming clunky. It wasn't working. Its process was just too cumbersome. And funny thing is, already on their sales page they had testimonials. So again, check out what other people are saying. Not the people on that sales page, but go to their Facebook page, maybe to their YouTube, and find out what other people who have used that platform are saying about that platform. Because many times you may find the truth when you go from their sales page. Their sales page, they only put good stuff. Yeah.
That means that make some research as you're doing. The kind of business you're in, you must do some research. You must do some learning and stuff like that. Don't just be.
Yeah. Also, they have us at their disposal.
True.
Yeah. I mean, if you're a member of this community, you can reach out, send us a message. Which we can see people are watching right now. So send us a message. You want to do email marketing? What platform do you need? You want to set up your funnel? What platform do you need? You want to do copywriting? What hacks do you need? She's available. I'm available. Coach Phil is available. If you want to take it to the next level, then of course you'll have to get into the WCCA course, which is just an amazing course. Okay, so let's move on to the next. The next thing is, in your funnel, the next point, very, very important. In your funnel, make sure you're providing as much value as possible to your people. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Remember that they don't know what you're about. They
Yeah.
don't know what kind of service. I mean, they don't know the value you bring to the table.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, just imagine I met you today. I met you today. You told, okay, I got your lead magnet.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like,
yeah,
you need to like we talked about at the beginning, that the more you give value, the more it gives an opportunity to produce, to create trust.
Yeah, trust, authority. Yeah, and you know, like when you're not giving people constant value, then that means even you yourself, you're not that valuable. You have really nothing to bring to the table. Yeah, so make sure that while someone is still in your funnel, even if they haven't yet bought your product, consistently give them value. If you have entered into the intelligent performance funnel, you know you're getting value every day. It will come in form of an email, it will come in form of a webinar, it will come in form of challenges. We have videos. What haven't we given you? Seriously. We have given so much. We have created PDFs, we have created workbooks. Like every day we are giving you value. And if you feel otherwise, then maybe you're not getting our emails. Yeah? So even these lives, we want to keep giving you value as consistently as possible. Because again, in the end, it establishes trust and it establishes authority, okay, in your mind. So you also need to do the same. Yeah? So, yeah, I think that's a very important key point. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we've left out in terms of funnels?
I think one other important thing that people have to do is always review your funnel, readjust where it's not working. You know, like when you go to these online digital marketers, they'll tell you, don't worry, I will set it up for you once and for all, and you will never have to check on it again. No, that's wrong. That is totally false. Once you set up your system, eventually the system may become outdated. Yeah? I mean, humans are evolving every day. Their needs change. What worked 3 months ago doesn't work today.
True.
Yeah? Remember, there was a time when webinars were the whole thing. Yeah? But now things have changed. People have gone to challenges. People are now doing, actually right now people are giving mini courses. Actual mini courses. And then they give it away as a lead magnet. That should tell you where we are going right now. So always look at your funnel. Does it still work?
That means that they have to get started now, because
they have to get started, otherwise
we are moving pretty fast. By the time you get started, you may find when we have moved on to something else.
We are doing something else. We are doing dance challenges for lead magnets. So as you see us, just know that that's the next thing.
So it's also very important for you to get started.
Yeah.
Get started. If you're finding it very hard to get started on how to put all this information together, we can always help you.
Yeah, they can reach out.
We can always help you put everything together so that you're not overwhelmed. You know, when you get all this information, it can overwhelm you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like, oh my God, I have to do this, that, I have to do that. No. But when you seek out for help, you know, it's always good to seek out for help.
Yeah, it is. You can't do it alone, really.
You know, I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and she was like, I didn't know that what I needed was just a call away to ask for help. I mean, she was struggling with producing content consistently.
Yeah.
And then we just talked like for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And the next thing she was like, oh my God, Helen, it's very easy for me to actually come up with content every day.
Every day.
I mean, it was just very easy. She was like, okay, it was just a call away.
Yeah.
So it's always good to always reach out whenever I have a challenge or something, or something that is very hard for you. Why? Because someone else has figured it out already, and they're moving ahead. So it's always good for you not to waste time. Why? Because you need to grow your business fast, and every time you waste time, I mean, others are moving fast.
People are moving.
As you're trying to figure things out, people are already moving.
People are already moving.
So try to use use the people who have already figured out things, have already figured out how stuff is done. I mean, reach out to them, let them know how they can help you so that you're able to move fast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I think going forward, tomorrow Coach Phil is live in the webinar, the weekly webinar.
Yes.
So we shall share a link in the comments. If you feel you're stuck, sign up for the webinar tomorrow. It's gonna be massive. He has worked on a totally new. He has revised, like we said, review and readjust. He has reviewed some of the things in the webinar last week, and is addressing them this week, tomorrow in tomorrow's webinar. So show up. Ask as many questions as possible. We've given you what we are doing with our funnels. In case you have any question, you can ask in the comments below. Yeah, in case you have any questions, ask in the comments below. Reach out. We are more than willing to help as always. So, Helen, do you have anything else to say?
No, I'm just looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. You know, it always gives us
the
joy.
Yeah.
It always gives us joy just to serve you guys tomorrow. So we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Hassan will just drop the link in the comment section. Yeah. After we do this live, we can't share it now. So he'll share it just after. And if you have happened to actually watch the webinar, what have you done with the information you received from the webinar?
Yeah.
Well, because with just that information you received from the webinar, you can actually get started.
Yeah.
You know, implementation is very key. You can hear all these things, but how are you actually implementing them? That's why I told you that if you're having challenges with implementation, there's a next stage where you can always reach out and we let you know how we can personally help you to actually implement why, because receiving all this information and you don't implement
it's useless. It becomes
won't
useless.
make a difference for you. So implementation is very key. If you haven't registered for the webinar, the link is below. And if you have registered for, if you've attended the webinar, you know what the next step is from the webinar. I believe we must have let you know the next step from the webinar. So just go ahead and take that step that we told you should take from the webinar, and we'll all be happy growing our businesses. How exciting can that be? Alright, it was awesome speaking to you today, and we look forward to doing more and more of these lives.
Yes.
You know, you need to be consistent and you need to start doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Just like we are doing these lives. It's not
if you're out there and you're following us, you should be seeing the activity and what we are doing. So that would give you just a snippet of what you also need to be doing. So just get started. So other than that, I think we are done. It has been amazing. It has been lovely. We love you so much. Thank you for showing up all the time. And as usual, when are we coming back?
I will come back on Friday.
We come back Friday?
Yes.
Okay.
On Friday.
Like the CEO has said, this Friday we are back. We don't know what we shall be talking about. Hasta la vista, baby. Bye-bye.
Alright, see you. I've logged out. I've jumped out of the frame.